Rogers is an autistic boy. He's 15 years old. He's been missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And everybody has been looking for him. Everybody. He is 5 foot 5 inches tall. He weighs 120 pounds. Sandy blonde hair, and he wears glasses. And again, there is none, no footprint of him whatsoever.
You think back, and there might have been a reason he was possibly upset, or something outside that could have enticed him to go outside. Was there anything that came to mind?
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. That morning he was laughing, he was joking. Everyone we were around that day agreed that he seemed like he was in a good mood. He was behaving.
This boy, I've done told y'all, reminds me of my son that had autism, that is my third son. And he disappeared right down the road from part of where my family lives. And I take all of these cases serious. I am not playing about anything right now.
The original thinking was that Sebastian Rogers left home on his own, but the fact that he disappeared without a trace now has authorities looking into the very real possibility of foul play.
I'm not trying to accuse them of anything. I'm trying to tell you how suspicious they are now becoming.
Her smile shines as bright as the stars at night. Her heart is as kind as can be. She has the patience of a saint, but if you push her, oh Lordy. A straight talker is smiling. She's the salt of the earth. Make no mistake, she matters. Catch Miley's story on a live stream. Oh boy, that girl can never go smiling. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. Make no mistake while she's here. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. Missing posters and stories of heartache and fear. She tells us all of the heartbreaking tears. She can sniff out the guilty from a mile away. If Smiley's on the case, then she's here to stay. She cares about these missing children. She cares deeply about them all. She speaks the truth with integrity. For the truth, she will seek it all. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. Make no mistake while she's here. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. Smiley's questions are like a heat-seeking missile. She's going straight for the bullseye. Don't ever believe you can fool her. She's too wise, man. She won't comply. She values freedom like the 4th of July. She values respect even more. If you want to earn a place at Smiley's table, watch the clock. It takes time for sure. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. Make no mistake why she's here. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. If you break her trust, you're done for. Trust don't grow back like grass. So don't give Smiley a reason to doubt you. Oh, the friendship will shatter like glass. She's a damn good woman, that much we know. She puts in the hours. feel fear.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me go up and see what is going on here. Hello, Heather. Hello, Brandon. Happy Good Friday. Happy Good Friday. Hello, beautiful Millie. And let's see, Brandon said the nail didn't hold him to the cross. It was his love for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hello, Donna Smith. Hello, nice to see you. Let's see. I'm sure, Brennan said, I'm sure Smiley's going to touch on people's lost their minds. People has lost their minds. Whoop, it is getting hot in here. People has lost their minds. Lord, they can't just be happy. Not Crazy by Crazy Lady. And D, hello, hello. And let's see here. Welcome, everybody. Not Crazy said, Chemistry Queen, hello. Christy Smith, hello. Plant Lady, Susie Little, howdy. Pink Butterfly, Blue Jeans and Pearls, hello, hello. Dawn Emery, hello, hello. Lisa B. Always, hello. Kathleen, hello, hello. Denise, good to see you always. Always, always. Cindy Marie, hello, hello. Beth Ann, hi. Kiki, 2525 True Crime, hello. Nanny of 8, All Purple Hearts, hello, hello. Tam here, good to see you, Tam here. Happy Easter weekend. Hello, hello. Colleen and Janice, beautiful Janice, and Heather. Purple, green, and blue hearts. Christy, y'all, this whole case has me stressed. Oh, it does. Me too, honey. Me too. I can't lie about that. Sebastian didn't walk out his front door. It didn't happen. I agree with you there. Even Ellie said no evidence he left that house. Where is your son, Katie and Chris? We ain't going anywhere. We sure ain't. Angie, hello, hello. Thank you for being here, honey. Hello, hello. And let's see who else we got here. I don't want to miss anybody. Whispering Winds, True Crime, Love R. Marley, hello, hello. Opal, hello. Janice, thank you. We love you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you. Thank you so much, Janice. You are beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you. And Neuro V, hello. And Peggy, hello. Hello, hello. Bobby, hello. Good Friday afternoon. Hello, Peggy. And Sidetrack. Hello, I'm trying to read all this as I'm going. I hope the Easter Bunny stops by your place. Ooh, and brings me some chocolate. I don't need no chocolate, honey. But I'm thinking I love them chocolate Easter eggs with peanut butter in them. Hint, hint. Oh, just saying. Just saying. Crystal Pistol, hello. Hello, hello. Mamaw, hello, hello. Let's see. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers missing. And there it is right here. There's all the information. Let's see here. What else have we got going on? Stephanie. That's right. We'll never stop looking. Let's see. Who else? Who else? I don't want Miss Grace. Miss Grace. Hello, Miss Grace. I think I'm Bliss Blessings. I think I'm down at the bottom. There we go. There we go. So I do have an announcement that I want to make on here. I don't want to say the name. They are in here. And Sharon, hello. But this come to my attention right before I got online. And because I don't know if they want me saying their name or not. But it's very important that you know. Let me get down here where I can see it. they sent me a message on Messenger. If they want to tell you, that's fine. But if not, that's fine too. I let them know that I was going to go live because everybody needs to be protected. Random, hello. Thank you all for coming in. All of y'all, if you will, go ahead and click the thumbs up button as well. On Facebook, if any of you are on Facebook, and this is why we all have to be protected as well. And sometimes also I've stopped doing that a lot lately, just clicking to let people on Facebook, or I leave them hanging and then I go back and I'll do it later because a lot of this nonsense is going on. But you can't trust anybody. And that's why I separate my real Facebook from the one I made over a year ago for this. So anybody, I try to protect my family, but, and I barely even go on my family's ever anymore. In fact, I think I got locked out over there, but anyway, that's beside the point. But somebody came to me right before I come on here and they're like, Smiley, I'm sorry to bother you, but you have a man on Facebook and his name is James Morgan. He and I were talking for a while. He claimed to be a carpenter from Lockport, Illinois, that he was going to Brazil to work, that his dog was getting sick. He wanted me to take care of it. Long story short, he's a scammer. Because I didn't follow his rules, he is now threatening to kill me. I immediately said, what? I don't know him. Call the police. And I said, is he on my friends? And they said, I had to call my police and make a report. He said he was going to ruin my life on YouTube. And they said, yes, he is. And I said, I'm going to block him and I'm going live here in a minute. I'll call him out. Thank you, Reality. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. Whoop, whoop. Reality said, good Friday, everyone. Sebastian's Army. Whoop, whoop. So anyway, I said, I'm blocking him. I'm going to block him now. And I said, and I'm going to call him out on YouTube. And I said, who is he on YouTube? And she said, he is not on YouTube, but he said he's going to ruin you on YouTube. And she said, he's friending people on Brooks's. So I don't know if that meant on Brooks's YouTube or Brooks, because Brooks Crime Time and Lies has one on Facebook as well. And I said, girl, I'm sorry. Please no, I don't know him. I said, hold on. I need to block him. There are, I said geeks, I meant freaks on here. I said, report him also to FBI. And then I said, oh my God. And then I went to look and this guy had messaged me March 7th. And then I did not respond to him March 7th. So I didn't talk to him on Messenger or anything. But he said something like, hi. I made a screenshot of it. He said, hey, Smiley, or hi, or something like that. And then when I didn't answer him, obviously he did a question mark or something to that effect. So she said, he told me that he was Sweden. He wanted me to send the money by the Beacon coins or whatever. And I was not to tell anyone. So I sent her, I'm not going to do that, but I sent her where I blocked this James Morgan guy or whoever he is. So I blocked him. And then I told her, I said, oops, I just sent her a bunch of smiley faces. I blocked him and I said, I blocked him. He tried to contact me March 7th. I did not respond. I just took a screenshot of it. I said, I'm going live, girl. Report to everyone. I will warn them. She said, thank you. I sent her a thumbs up. She said, love you. I said, love you too. So please know and just be fully warned, just because if they're on Smiley's Facebook or something does not mean Smiley knows them and it's okay to friend them. Okay. Y'all do that at your own risk. Okay. Do that at your own risk. There are some crazy people in this world. And it does not mean that I know them. Okay? It does not mean that I know them. It does not mean that I approve of them. Because y'all want to call me a creator, I still don't think of myself as a creator, but if that's what y'all want to label me, again, that's why I fixed a separate Facebook. And if these people, and that's for y'all to come, if you want to be on my Facebook and do that, I know how to block and do all that. But don't depend on Smiley to do that for you, you know. Okay, because I can't police everybody's Facebook and everybody's friends. That's why I have it separate from my family as well, and not the Facebook that I've been on for 15 years over here. So I'm just saying, but I'm glad that this person came to me, and I'm letting you know this James Morgan guy is a scammer, evidently, and you have to be real careful who you're talking to online, whether you are a child or an adult. And these people, just like children, they want to groom you. They want to get you in. Listen, when you're online, you can be anybody you want to be. Okay? You can be anybody you want to be. You don't know anybody online, respectfully. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Just keep it in mind. And I just want to let y'all know that. But evidently this person is not who they say they are. Yeah, especially with disabled people and, always stranger danger to everybody. Hey, Christy Smith. Everybody coming in, just wanted to warn you. Just want to warn you about that kind of stuff because, it's wild out there, and just want y'all to beware. Okay, I don't want nobody hurt or taken advantage of or anything like that. So, just wanted to let you know that is going on out there. I can't stand scammers either. And y'all know I've called them out many times on here. Many times. But we're over all that. They want to scam, that's on them. People want to let them be scammers and give them their stuff, that's on them. But we ain't done it in a long time, so I'm when they say they're going to KILL somebody, I feel it's important to do it and let it be known that this person is out there doing that and threatening the lives of others, because it is very dangerous. Okay. And they damn sure don't need to be on my stuff, so they don't, if they're not good enough to be on mine, they're not good enough to be on anybody's. Y'all need to watch out for this person. Just saying. But happy Good Friday, everybody. Happy Easter weekend. Yeah, the devil is out there, y'all. The devil is out there. Yeah, never put the family, children's pictures and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. They're out there looking. But people's going to do. But yeah, let them trap trace the number or IP. Yeah. And it's funny because we're going to get into a lot of that stuff today. I got a lot of information today just on stuff that I was doing. Hey, Angie and everybody. H. Davis. Hello. And everybody coming in. Boy, these streets have been wild. And Robin and everybody. I hope each of you have a wonderful Easter weekend. Oh, Trooper's mom said, just baked a beautiful fresh strawberry cake. With buttercream icing. Ooh. Laura, hello. I just bought StreamYard. Y'all got to teach me. Ooh. You'll learn it. If I can learn it, trust and believe you can learn it. Trust and believe. Yep. Yep, it's not that bad. Hey, Lorraine Law. Hello, hello. Yeah, what time does she want us for cake? Y'all put out the coffee, honey. Put out the coffee. We're coming for that cake. Hey, Charlie. Happy Good Friday. Happy Easter weekend. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, Stephanie said the devil is out there. Oh, yeah, you're deeply depressed. I am so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Many prayers out there. Oh, you'll bring your hot tea, Mohawk said. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And ice cream. Yeah. Somebody get out the homemade ice cream. We'll make some homemade ice cream too. Hello, Annabella. Annabella, that was a wonderful live you did earlier. We needed that. We needed that. Y'all go sign up to Annabella. She has a good channel. When she goes on, she brings it. She brings just good things. Just good things we need to get away from this crime stuff. And it was a good live today about inner peace. It was just interesting. Robin said, I was listening to all my exes are in Texas. And I said, just don't ever go to Tennessee. Right. Hey, Neater. Hey, throw down some cake and some lemon pie. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's one good thing about holidays, honey. You can eat and not feel guilty about it at all, especially them sweets. You enjoyed it, Heather. Yes, she had a good live. It was great. It was great. I make your depression go away. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad I can help, at least if it's for a little while. I really am. I'm thinking I'm getting a cold. My nose is starting to run. It's like, what is going on here? And it's been hot here for the last couple of days. And then last night it got cold. It did. It got real cold. And then today it's hot again. So I got my air on. And last night it was, it's like I need the chill off. VA Dynamics and Pink Butterfly. Brandon was arrested in Monkey's case. Yay, 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 yay. Oh my gosh. Thank God. They told him what I tell you the other day. And from what I heard, I told you don't take my word for it. From what I heard, they went and tried to get him a plea bargain. And they told him, allegedly, okay, you didn't want to take it. First degree is coming down to every one of y'all. So that didn't take long, did it? Thank God they got him. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That is good news. And good news for Brandy. So, you think it's for other charges? Well, maybe they'll get him in there and, still get them first degree. So, maybe he won't ever see the light of day. I don't know. They just need to tell Monkey's location. They do. But if they got him, maybe they got him, and then it'll push him to tell or to see, look, we ain't jacking around with you. Hey, Kimberly, good Friday. So, it is one of those things. But today's Friday, April 18th, 2025. Easter is great for eating in our church. We have Lent, Good Friday, and then celebration on Easter. Whoop, whoop. That sounds fun. Gathering, getting together, and celebrating. Yeah, maybe he'll want to make his deal then. Maybe it ain't too late. Maybe it won't be too late. It's almost your birthday, H. Davis. Whoop, whoop. Good. Oh, yeah, Grace, I bet. Hubby loved Easter with grandbabies. Oh, yep. We have Easter eggs hunt during Sunday school at church. All at sunrise over Easter. Yep. Wow. Oh, Robin, don't bring that up. Don't get them haters started. Don't get them haters started. That's all they know how to talk about is my eyebrows. Don't get them started. Smiley ain't gonna change them for nobody though. Oh God. Oh yeah, and coloring the Easter eggs. Yep, yep. Oh my God, so many traditions. So many traditions. Yeah, you still do it for your 25-year-old. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Oh my goodness. I know, Millie. Right. Oh my God, that's funny. It's funny. It's the color, Robin. If you want to stop over and have a fish fry before church tonight, you are welcome to. Oh, Brandon, thank you. Brandon's so kind to me. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go meet Brandon because Brandon wants me to meet him. Brandon's been offering me so much food. Brandon thinks I need food. I gotta watch Brandon. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Brandon's trying to poison me or he's trying to fatten me up some more. I'm just kidding, Brandon. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, what kind of fish, Brandon? What kind of fish? Uh, uh, you only, H. Davis said I only met one person on here. Millie's Millie's looking. Don't go poison. I'm just kidding you. Maha's my favorite. I'm just kidding. Red snapper. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Unfortunately, my daughter's on vacay in Tennessee. Oh, Charlie, I'm sorry. Well, the boys are going out of here. Well, they're going fishing Sunday. I said, Lord, please get them out of my hair. My older son called and said, will Dad go fishing with me Sunday? I'm like, yes, can you please get him out of my hair? Please. Please, 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 please do. Yeah, any kind of fish is good. Any kind of fish is good. It really is. The only fishing I want to do is go deep sea fishing. I'm still waiting on that. I told y'all about that. I'm scared. I'm still scared I'm gonna get sick though. I had never been, but we'll see. We'll see. We will see. I don't know. My son told me today. He asked me where some good spots was. I said, "What do y'all go where you want to? Don't ask me. Go wherever you want to go." He said something about he might go to the pier. He said he's not sure. He's mostly going to. He wants to take the kids. So I don't know if they're going to the pier or not. Honestly, I said, Google it. Google it, y'all. Hey, Teresa, happy birthday. Well, Teresa, let me sing you happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Teresa. Happy birthday to you. Woo, 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 woo. Happy birthday, Teresa. Hey, Holly S. Teresa, I hope you have many more birthdays. I hope you have many more happy birthdays. I honestly do. I honestly do. Everybody put Teresa a happy birthday in there. Happy birthday. So today we're going to talk about what you can do to help missing kids. That's what we're going to talk about. what you can do to help missing kids. Because a lot of times it seems like in this case, for some reason, some people don't want this missing kid, which this missing kid's got a name, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. They don't want him found. I can't figure it out to save my life. Can't figure it out to save my life. But what we're going to talk about will help him and other missing kids as well. Spread awareness and stop misinformation. That is right. That's right. But what you can do is stay vigilant, be vigilant, pay attention. Advocate, Robin said. Stephanie said, since I've been lost my feelings in both legs, I still spread awareness. Right. She's still spreading awareness. There's ways to do it. Post a current photo. Absolutely. Post a current photo. Report any suspicious activities. Report. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So report anything suspicious to law enforcement, right? Absolutely they are. They're driving them crazy. They're touching a nerve. Just like a toothache. Oh, they're touching a nerve. They want them down so bad. Them billboards are bad, 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 bad. Why are they so bad? Stephanie said, I don't shut up. That's what they want. They want everybody shut up. Yeah, I know, Grace. I know. Because you have to ask yourself, is it the sayings on there? Well, what about it? I know, Robin, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And Robin's lost a few other family members I've seen on her Facebook. But she keeps going. She keeps going. People have other things going on in their lives, but they keep going, right? Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think he would. But you can't be too careful. You got to stay vigilant. And if you see something you think's wrong, I'd rather be safe than sorry, right? I'd rather be safe than sorry. Share missing flyers, share missing posters, share the alerts, the Amber Alerts. Hi, we'll cut you out. Hello, hello. Teach your children stranger danger. What they need to do if they get out and got lost. Teach them all that thing. What do they need to do if they get out? Even if they're teenagers or preteens or whatever, if they get out and people approach them, right? What if the people approach them? You don't have to put unnecessary fear in them, but it is necessary, unfortunately, these days to put fear in them, unfortunately. They have to know these things. Unfortunately, these days have come to that. They have to be aware. There's bad people out there. There's more bad people, unfortunately, it feels like, than there are good people. Back in the day, people used to entice you with, come look at my puppy, or have you have you saw a puppy, or whatever. Oh, we're way beyond that these days. We're way beyond that. Hey, Tropicana. Hello, hello. Miss Grace says Kiki used to think I was crazy when she was growing up. Now it's how, yeah, exactly. Even at the grocery store, that's right. Hold on to the buggy. Make sure they have a safe word. And for God's sakes, because all we do is stay on the phone, we use computers, even I. Like, seriously, if you got arrested, I'm just saying for something, or if you got in a wreck and got to the hospital and you didn't have your phone, would you even know somebody's phone number? Like, so would a kid, if they were lost, really have a phone number memorized? Make sure yourself and these children memorize phone numbers, because everybody, even us, stay so up in just punching the number in from the phone or, whatever. Make sure they do realize what their address is. I know that sounds stupid, but it's really not. You think, well, I taught them this when they were little. Well, have you had your number changed? Do they really know your work number or your phone number? I mean, do you really know your husband or wife's number? Do you really know your mom or dad's number? I mean, I'm just saying that needs to be a given. People need to start using their brains more instead of their fingers more. Oh, Robin. Yeah, I think you told me that. Yeah, Heather. I know when mine used to go on field trips and stuff, we would put pins and little names and phone numbers and addresses and stuff, pin it to their clothes. Because you never know. Have you ever been in Walmart or a store and just turn around and blink the eye and they'd be under the clothes or whatever? Yeah, definitely teach them 911. Yeah, Sebastian knows 911. That's about the only number a lot of people know. Seriously, But another thing, that brings me to this. Stop teaching your kids to be scared of law enforcement. Fuck the police. Stop that. Stop teaching your kids to be scared of law enforcement. Stop it with all that. Okay? Stop. So Kiki says, I won't even let them go get ice cream to the ice cream truck. Well, nowadays you can't. And remember, FBI has jurisdiction in certain missing children's cases, those involving kidnapping or suspicious circumstances. That's good, Laura. That's good. Yeah, make them scared of strangers, not police officers. And FBI has jurisdiction, when you cross over the line. Yeah, some of the world just hadn't got back to its normal self, right? Yes, I agree. I agree. But if your child goes missing, don't wait. That's the number one thing. Don't wait. Call 911 immediately. They rather come out and you have already found your child than you wait hours and time lapse and you've not calling the police. Precious time has gone by. Every minute, every second that you don't call the law. Don't wait. Don't call this one 3 hours away. Don't wait 30 days like Casey Anthony. Don't wait hours. Every minute, every second is imperative for them to come and look. What if the kid got near water? It's very important. Yeah, don't be a Katie and Chris and then do three-way calling. Every second counts. Don't drive around the neighborhood with your windows rolled up and say you look for your child. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Lord, no, I didn't say that. Yes, exactly. Exactly. The National Center for Missing Children, they are the leading organization for resources and support. They have a 24-hour hotline, and it's 1-800-THE-LOST. They also distribute missing children posters and offer cyber safety tips, in case you didn't know that. You need to contact them also if you have a missing child, right? You need to contact them. Now, young children may wander off, causing them to get lost just due to being curious. How many have you have had that happen? You can say it don't happen to you. You hold your kids close. You hold them tight. All it takes is that blink of an eye, right? They're curious. You can be right there with them and anything can happen to them. Doesn't matter. A child may not understand danger, especially in a crowd. I don't care how good of a parent you think you are. Older teens might run away. There's differences. Older teens might run away due to problems at home, due to abuse, due to neglect, peer pressure. They may have mental problems. Mental health problems is a real thing. It's nothing to be ashamed of. That's right, Stephanie. Some of them may just want to go away because they think they're grown. They think they're grown and they want to be on their own, right? But those are usually found. Everyone that I've just mentioned is usually found. They're usually found pretty quickly. Pretty quick. You then got family abduction. There's family abduction. In these cases, one parent or a family member usually take the kid without the other parents' consent, without their permission, and or the legal guardian, whoever has permission. And most of the time, they're found pretty quickly. And it's resolved. It's resolved rather fast. And we see that. We have seen it in these cases on here. Then you got non-family abduction. Okay? Non-family abduction. That is where a non-family member, either they take a child, they may or may not know or be familiar with that child. If you think about it, there's usually a ransom or some kind of reason that they took the child. But they're usually found as well too and tracked down. But they're usually caught, even if it's bad or good. And the child is found. Again, even if it's bad or good. So you have all these missing. You even have kids that are gone due to accidents. Say like you have a child, okay, they go out and they're missing. So we have okay, Stephanie, love you. Have a good day. I hope you feel better. Hope therapy goes well. So you have a child that goes out. We got a lot of them missing here, the teens or whatever. I don't know if they're runaways or I don't know what's happened to them. But anyway, so you have a child that goes out. Maybe they're alone and they get hurt. And they're by themselves and they cannot get help. But they're still usually found. But that's due to accident or injury. So what I want to know is all of these are usually found. Why can Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers not be found? Even Summer Wells. But why can Sebastian not be found? Chris even told people, Sebastian won't be found. He's not going to be found. Is that true or not? I don't know. But we're not going to stop looking. We're not going to stop looking. And that's right, in my opinion as well, Kiki. Certain people don't want him found. They've tried to stop it from day one. And yes, VA, I don't believe that he's hid himself. I don't think for 1 minute he walked out of that house himself. I'll never change my mind about that. Elaine said, aren't there hand signs if you're in danger? Yes. And I don't listen. But look, listen to me. I do not think he left that home. I do not think he walked out that door. Listen, after that long day, I think that he spent with his mom. I think he was overtired and overwhelmed, and he just wanted to go home and go to bed, in my opinion. That's what I think. If you heard the phone call last night, he put it back out. He took it off of members only. And if you go back and listen to that phone call with Chris and Heather and Katie. Chris was still talking like he was there. Like he was there the whole time, did not miss a beat, in my opinion. He was correcting her, making sure when she said, so y'all picked up the niece, for example, he would make her go back and say, you need to change your wording. Don't put y'all in it. Listen, you have to hear that. You have to hear it. It's on Justin's live or it's on Justin's Facebook if somebody wants to go get it and drop it in here for people to listen to. It's just unbelievable. He didn't miss a beat. But again, he's telling the entire story. But what got me was he even told about the thud, the thump, whatever you want to call it. But the most important thing was he changed the timeline on that again. Him and Katie. She sat there and allowed him to do that. He changed it to possibly before their 9:36 to or 9:30, what was it, 9:33 to 9:46 phone call. Hey, Jude. Good to see you, love. So that changed the entire timeline again. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen and heard. I was like, what? Their timeline is all over the place. Yeah, the phone call was very telling. Can't make this up. And everybody wants to ignore that. Everybody wants to ignore that. Why? Sebastian did not walk out that door. Not in my opinion. Families in crisis and parents and other family members experience an intense emotional distress, including fear, anxiety, guilt, shock, all of those things. And they're very scared and they're lost because they don't know what's going to happen when their child is gone and they can't find their child. They don't know. It's the not knowing that kills them. They don't know if their child is hurt, lost, hungry, cold. Frankly, they don't know if they're dead or alive. Not Katie and Chris. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Kiki. Let's see. You hear the camera in the car. Wonder when that was bought. Never heard they took garbage out and seen her on car camera. If you're talking about when you hear the camera in the car. Okay. So they're saying, okay, if you're asking me this, they say they heard Sebastian in the car on the camera. So he made it home. Wonder when that was bought. I don't know when that was bought, but never heard that he took the trash out and was seen on the camera. Okay, so there was a video, Kiki, that he took the trash out, but they can't make it out if it was Sebastian that took the trash out or not, because the camera, it was too grainy. So a lot of people's thinking, was it Katie? Was it Sebastian? They don't know. Is that what you're asking me? Because even Seth couldn't make it out. And from my understanding, the cops couldn't make it out either. Yeah, Seth couldn't even tell if it was Sebastian. So we don't know. We were told that he did for sure make it home, though. It was on the cam or the dash cam. Because they heard him and saw him on that dash cam. And I believe he made it home as well. I do think he made it home. I think that's what you're asking me. I apologize if I'm wrong. I want to go back up here. I didn't mean to knock yours down, Brandon. I want to see something what you said. Okay. I'm going to say this in chat with respect. Julie has turned on Seth. Y'all can ask Smiley. I no longer will listen to her. She can stay with Granny. I'll move on. The only thing I want to say about that right now is I don't understand what she's talking about. She thinks Seth should be charged. Be charged with what? I'm not sure what she's trying to say he should be charged with. I don't understand that. I'm not understanding that. I don't get it. All I can hope is what she says is once she gets finished in her mind trying to out everybody that she's going to leave YouTube. I hope she sticks with that because everybody that said they're going to leave YouTube will go away for a little while and come back. In my opinion, good riddance. That's all I got to say that. I mean, I have no idea what the hell's going on. That's all. I don't know. Yeah. All right, Kiki. Let's see. The video was from across the street. Her camera caught him taking garbage out 15 minutes after they got home. Sorry, the super chat messes up my typing. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, honey. That video was from across the street. Her car camera caught him taking garbage out 15 minutes after they got home. Yes, and that was turned into law enforcement, and they do have that. But from my understanding, Kiki, they can't make out if that is 100% Sebastian because it's so grainy. They can't make it out. And if you do remember, now I don't know for a fact, I'm not accusing Katie of taking out the trash. I'm not doing that because I don't know. And I have not seen the video. And so I can't lay blame on Katie for that. But a lot of people is saying because it was grainy and it's pitch dark outside, that it could possibly be Katie because number one, if you look on the video at Texas Roadhouse, Katie had on a dark jacket with a hoodie. Supposedly that night, Sebastian had on a dark t-shirt or dark hoodie. Whoever took out the trash had on a dark hoodie. They talked about early in the beginning how Sebastian walked. Well, Katie would know how Sebastian walked. No, you're fine, Kiki. I'm just trying to explain it the best to my knowledge. So, in my opinion, I don't think anybody knows for sure who took out the garbage. Yes. I saw another video of Texas Roadhouse that tells a different story. If you want it, Smiley, I can send it to you, but I don't have your email. Yes, will somebody drop my email in there? And then, because I would, if I haven't seen that video, I would like to see it. Thank you. But it is, somebody will drop it, but it is Smiley Story, the number 2u at yahoo.com. Oh, there it is right there. Thank you, Not Crazy. There it is right there. Yeah, because they had Mohawk's mom, they had mocked how he acts, how he talks, how he walks, how he dances, all of the things. They have mocked that. So evidently, I mean, we just don't know. We just don't know. You know, they've done all that. You know. But people, they usually are very, when they're uncertain, they express fears and uncertainty and not knowing if their child is okay. And we haven't really seen any of this, have we? We haven't seen any of this. Now, I mean, that's just my opinion and a lot of other people's opinions. Then you got brothers and sisters, okay, which Sebastian had Faith, which Faith lives in New Mexico, but she's still got to wonder, you know, she's still got to wonder, you know, and then when she came back last summer, they say they're going to get her again this summer, but I'm not speaking of her in general. I'm just saying in this case, there is Faith, but I'm talking broadly in all the children's cases. If they have brothers and sisters and or sisters, so not just speaking of Sebastian, it affects the whole family. It affects, you know, the brothers and sisters, and if there is any, and they suffer just as much too. And they get overlooked by the other parents or by the parents. And, you know, because the focus has to be more so on the missing child. They don't understand this fully. They just know that their sibling is gone. They know what their parents are trying to explain to them and tell them, but the parents is usually keeping everything to a minimal. The child has to be scared. Can you imagine? The child has to be wondering in their head, is this going to happen to me? And if there's more than one brother or sister, is this going to happen to me? Is it going to happen to my other sibling? It's agonizing. It tears the family apart. It either makes you or it breaks you. And if you don't have any other children, it either makes you or it breaks you. Or it makes you and it breaks you. Not to mention the financial strain. Everybody on here is yelling and crying about the money, the GoFundMes, the this, the that. Can you not imagine the financial strains? Oh, yeah, but they're shopping for Harleys. When a vigil is going on in their son's, well, his stepson and her son's name, but they're shopping for Harleys. And then she wants to come out and lie about it and say, oh, no, that wasn't the same day. Yet they had Sebastian shirts on, but she wants to go, that was years ago. What? Was he missing years ago too? Ridiculous. ridiculous. I mean, you know, financial strain is crazy. Exactly. Well, I can only guess. Because look, I don't care if you live locally or you live far away. Okay? If you live locally and you don't even have a missing child, some of y'all are hanging on a thread living paycheck to paycheck. I'm just going to say it. So, can you imagine being hit with not having your child and having to go on a tip or a lead or this, that, and the other? And then I know there's people out there saying, oh, well, Seth ain't looked but 4 times or 3 times, whatever in the hell it is they're saying. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I know that to be a fact. I know it to be a fact. You can take my word all you want, or you don't have to. It don't matter to me. I know it to be a fact. You know, one reason I know it personally to be a fact is because I sent in a lead that he literally packed up and followed. Sorry, y'all. And I literally talked to the cop. What was it, 4 or 5 hours away? I didn't realize he was going to go himself, but he did. He follows every lead he gets. Whether it's good or it's bad or people sending in shit, I sent it. I sent it. Maybe I'll tell y'all the story of it sometime. I'm not going to say anything on that lead right now. I really would like to talk to them and tell them, because the more I think about it, if they're listening, I really wish, now that I think about it, the way that lead, because of the way of that lead, I really wish that they would keep an eye out on that place. Look, they know how I feel. I don't think he walked out of that house. I'm just going to be honest. But there is hope, and Seth wants him to be alive so bad. But the way this lead is, the more I think about it every day, and if there's a possibility that he could show up at this place or he is alive, I was just thinking the other day, I thought, man, I really wish they would keep an eye on this place, because I can't tell y'all, because it could jeopardize something, but I can't tell y'all. But I wish the way this one fell out, I wish that they would just keep pop back up in there or pop over there. I know I'm not making no sense right now. It's just unbelievable. It really is. But if you're hearing this, Seth, and whoever else, I literally would go back to that place myself. Literally. what's going on behind the scenes. I don't think it was Sebastian. It would have to be her BF. I think she was there. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Laura. I think this is something totally different than what you're talking about. But for people to say they're not looking and all that, it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's just crazy. But do y'all have an idea how much money or gas or just at the whim of things something cost? And the anxiety. The anxiety. Other people's just obviously going on living their good life. What did I tell you about oh, you're talking about Lori? Are you talking about Lori? I don't know what you're talking about. But think about this: if a child is recovered, alive or not, and if they're alive, can you imagine the long-term psychological issues for the entire family and that child? I will, Janice, when the time's right. I sure will. For the entire family. Now, I think it was Chris, actually, I heard out of his mouth yesterday, I think. He jumped on a panel. And he said, well, if he comes back, we're going to get him therapy and counseling or something, however he said it. Yeah, you do that. Because it's not going to be that simple. It's not going to be that easy. And it's going to be a whole lot more to it than that, honey bunch. It's just not that simple. And everybody's like, yeah. It's easier said than done, or going to be easier said than done if he's alive. When a missing child also can't be found, it's very upsetting. It really is. It has to be unbearable. But that only seems to show for one parent. That's my opinion, my thinking, my thoughts. And that's Seth Rogers, in my opinion. Life just seems to go on for you and to usual, for everybody else. Mom and stepdad, they had missed opportunities to plea for Sebastian. They still do. And to use the platforms that they're given the right way to plea for Sebastian, to talk to Sebastian, to talk in the camera to Sebastian, to plea in the camera for Sebastian. Go right past these TV stations, local news media outlets, going into court and so on to plea or stop or make, could you whatever for Sebastian out of their mouth. I just don't understand it. But that's the true thing, what's happening. But when a child can't be found, why? When a child can't be found, though, usually LE will just continue to be there and continue their investigation. They'll continue to search. They'll continue to keep exploring. They'll continue to keep exploring each new lead that comes in. They might utilize different technologies or people, or like FBI, different people, entities, whatever. But the public and the community, they're still needed. They're still needed. And it's very vital that you, everybody keep out flyers, keep his name and face out there, keep the leads and tips coming in if there are any. It's very important. Don't discount anything. Don't discount anything. Don't stop public awareness. Spread the word. Keep spreading the word. That's the most important thing, is keep spreading the word. What does it say? I do too, Brandon. I do too. That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. And somebody said they needed to do that, but I don't see how that's possible. But never cease to amaze anyone. You never know. Never say never. But you got to encourage people to be vigilant, right? You got to have volunteers to assist. People are needed to put out flyers. People are needed to talk about Sebastian. People are needed to keep his name and face out there. People are needed, right? It's important to remember that investigations take time. They do. They take time. And just because we don't get immediate answers, don't mean anything's not being done. Just remember that. Look at Lori Page's case. 22 months. 22 months. And they just recently went in and got more information from her dad's phone. Yep. Some people think there never will be answers. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. They would love everybody, nothing more than everybody to go silent. They would love that. They would love for all this to fade away, all of this to go away, all of you, me, everybody to go away into the night. Just disappear like Sebastian, never to be seen or heard from again. Don't be a quitter. I'm not a quitter, are you? Don't be a quitter. This is what I want to tell y'all. This is what I want to tell y'all. When there's intimidation, okay, there's been a lot of intimidation in this case. When there's intimidation, because they would love everybody to give up, and there has been a lot of intimidation in this case. When there's intimidation, to stop trying to find a missing child, it's very understandable. It's understandable that you would feel distressed, even scared, possibly scared. But if you are the one being threatened, or you're the one that has been intimidated, don't stop searching. Don't stop searching for the missing child. Okay? I'm going to tell you what you need to do. Chris reminds me of Don Wells hopping on panels, being a gross person. Well, if you're being intimidated, okay, your first priority, okay, the first priority should be your safety. That should be number one. It should be your safety. Okay? And then continue your search. Continue your search for the child. And here's what you should do. You should prioritize your safety for yourself from any harm, any danger. Okay? And if you feel physically threatened, get into a safe location, report it. Do not engage with the person. I see a lot of people doing that. Do not engage with the person. Absolutely. Same here. Absolutely. Do not engage with the person or persons who is intimidating you. Avoid confrontation. Document everything. Keep very detailed records, screenshots of intimidation, dates, time, locations, what was said, what was done. Okay, what was said, what was done, any identifying information about the person or persons involved. Save any messages, emails, voicemails, anything like that. Again, report it to the law enforcement. Contact your local law enforcement. Explain you're involved in the missing search, in the case for a missing child, in the search for a missing child, and are being intimidated. Provide them all documentation. Ask for a police report. Get the police report number and the name of the officer, whoever is handling the case. If a local law enforcement is unresponsive, contact the FBI, because the FBI has jurisdiction in certain missing kids cases and also investigates threats and intimidation. Also, especially if it involves obstructing a missing child's investigation, you can reach out to your local FBI field office at 1-800-CALL-FBI or report online at their tip line. You can consider contacting the Center for National Missing Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST. That's 1-800-843-5678. They will provide support and guidance and may be able to assist with LE. Then you want to continue your search safely, but do not, and it said, do not stop looking for the child. Work with law enforcement. So you definitely share any information with law enforcement you have about the intimidation with the investigators working on the missing child's case, as it also might be relevant to the case. So in this case, you would also need to give this information to Brandon Carter and TBI. So both of those as well. Brandon Carter's been on this case from day one, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it might be relevant, the intimidation, to what he's working on to this case. Okay? Seek support from family, friends, and community for safety. And if you search in pairs. I think I just seen that a while ago. Involve the media if you feel it's a scare tactic. Local media outlets to raise awareness about the intimidation and the ongoing threats in the search for Sebastian Rogers. Media attention sometimes can defer those trying to obstruct the search. Utilize, again, your resources. Next, legal considerations. Intimidation and obstruction of justice and are very serious offenses depending on the nature of the threats and actions the person are doing. Intimidating you could face criminal charges. Provide LE with as much detail as possible. And last but not least, don't put it off. Don't put it off. If you're intimidated, your action could ensure your safety. That's right. And if you see something, say something. If you see something, say something. Again, you need to stay vigilant. You need to stay vigilant. Let me see. I think I got this email. Hold on a minute. Let's see what she said. Hold on. I know I just saw that. Hold on a minute. Of the Texas Roadhouse.
Wow, what I just found could be the perfect exchange. Look at this. Look at. Do you see the hoodie person walking? Okay. Hoodie person is going to walk. Keep an eye on hoodie person. You will see they go behind the bushes. Watch. Right here. There they are. Look at the lights flashing to the left here in a second. Because you don't know where to go, or she don't know where to go. Look. They quickly turn off. Now pay attention. After the two white cars drive by, there goes the second one. Now, I believe here comes Sebastian. Allegedly. Keep a close eye. Right there. There he is. And now I believe he got into a car, and that car just drives off. Right here, watch. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you why I think it's Sebastian. So here I zoomed in, and there goes the first car, the first white car.
Hold on, y'all. I'm
Now
sorry.
here comes the second white car. Okay, now here comes Sebastian in a few seconds. Do you remember Sebastian? He wasn't wearing a jacket or a hoodie, or he was just wearing his Yoda t-shirt. And look, there he is. Watch his arm right there. Were you able to see that his sleeves
I'm gonna send
weren't
this to
covered?
my email. I'm gonna let y'all watch this, but I don't know.
Or his arms weren't covered.
Hold on.
Here comes the car.
All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna let y'all see it. I don't know if this is one that Justin showed before or not. We'll watch it. All right, hold on. I'm gonna share it. Okay. This was just sent to me. I don't know. It was from the Texas Roadhouse. Again, I believe he made it home. This person said that they sent it to at night, and I forgot who she said she sent it to, and a couple of other people. So I don't know, but hold on just a minute. Let's see.
What I just found could be the perfect exchange. Look
Okay, so you can't really see it good here,
Okay.
but the next one, when it moves up, we'll be able to see it a little bit
Keep an
better.
eye on hoodie person. You will see they go behind the bushes. Watch.
Uh-oh, hold on. Shit, what'd I do? Damn it, hold on a minute. What did I just do?
Right here, there they are. Look at the flash. Look at the lights.
Hold on a
flashing
minute,
to the left
y'all.
Here in a second. Because you don't know where to go.
Oh my
or she
God,
don't
where
know
did I go?
They quickly turn off. Now pay attention. After The two white cars drive
Y'all
by.
just bear with me. Hold on a minute.
There goes the second one. Now, I believe here comes Sebastian. Allegedly.
Oh my God. Hold on a minute.
Keep a close eye. Right there.
Okay, hold
There
on.
he is. Wow, what I just found.
How do I get my camera back on? Hold on.
Look at this.
I'm sorry, hun. How did I get my camera back on? Somebody help.
Hoodie person is going to walk. Keep an eye on hoodie person. You will see. They go.
Y'all can't see that, can you? Jesus Christ, what did I do? Oh my God, I don't know what I did. Oh, can you see? Can you see the camera? Are you able to see that? What's going on? But can you see what's going on? Okay, hold on. Oh Lord, honey, let's see. You see me? Okay, well, why don't you see the... All right, hold on.
Now, here comes the second white car.
All right, hold on. Let me just do this. All right, let me...
Is found. Could be the perfect exchange.
I don't understand why y'all are not...
See the hoodie person walking? Okay. Hoodie person is going to walk. Keep an eye on hoodie person. You will see. They go behind the bushes. Watch.
Y'all are not seeing... Oh, can you see? Are you able to see? Can you see the... Can you see the where I'm sharing or not?
Here, there they are. Look at the flag.
It is showing. Okay, just watch the video.
Because he don't know where to go, or she don't know where to go. Look, they quickly turn off. Now pay attention. After
Because now I look,
two
I
white
just see a
cars
black
pass by.
screen. But anyway,
There goes the
long as
second
y'all
one.
can see it.
Now, I believe here comes Sebastian. Allegedly. Keep a close eye. Right there. There he is. And now I believe he got into a car, and that car just drives off. Right here, watch. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you why I think it's Sebastian. So here I zoomed in, and there goes the first car, the first white car. Now here comes the second white car.
Thank you for
So
putting
here
that credit
now
up because I
here
can't even
comes
see.
Sebastian in a few seconds. Do you remember Sebastian? He wasn't wearing a jacket or a hoodie, or he was just wearing his Yoda t-shirt. And look, there he is. Watch his arm right there. Were you able to see that his sleeves weren't covered? He didn't have sleeves, or his arms weren't covered. Here comes the car that just drives off now. It looks like a dark SUV. There it is again, I just replayed it.
Did it? Okay, so it didn't stop yet. Okay, so it stopped. Okay. I don't know. Now I can't get myself up there. Let's see. I don't know what in the heck is going on here. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I can't see. But anyway, Lord have mercy. This is weird. I don't know what button I pushed or anything. But so you see me? Okay. Well, I don't know. It's just weird. I usually see myself up here in the middle, but I don't see anything. I'm down here somehow or another. But anyway, yeah, so I think I don't know if that's overflow parking or whatever, but, oh God. Anyway, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, so I don't know. That's what they sent me. I still say, in my opinion, I think he made it home, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's, something I guess they're going to have to figure out. I don't know how to click myself back on stage. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. It says remove, but I'm already down here. Add to stage. No. Stage. It says remove, and it don't put me nowhere. Oh, well, I don't know. I'll just get out of it altogether and then come back in it later. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know. It says I'm on. As long as y'all see me, it's all right. Oh, there I am. I had something that said cancel. Lord, I didn't know what it was doing. I done touched the wrong button. Who knows? I think he made it home. Yeah, I do. I'm going to believe with what supposedly they said from law enforcement, which they got the video cam and all that. So that's what I think. I don't know. I believe they would have tracked down that car already, but that's just me. I don't know. I don't know. You see me now? Yeah, it's just weird. They've done something new with this, and there's little different stuff down here now. So I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I think so too. He made it back home, and what happened, in your opinion, midnight? Yeah, and I think by him changing the Chris changing, now that I heard that call, yeah, they did a StreamYard update. Yeah. I think by him changing that call, or in that call, even though it was early on, the timeline, the thud, which they can't tell the truth about anything. I mean, everything's off. Everything's off. Let's just keep hoping and praying that that Ellie, has some cards up their sleeve. Yeah, 3-hour window. I don't know. But thank you all for joining me. And, this is about Sebastian. Hey, Arnie Rose. Hello, happy Easter. I hope you have a good weekend. Hopefully they are close. And while everybody is wallowing in joy, just, like I said, use that wisely. Hey, Terry, use that wisely. And I hope everybody is remembering that Sebastian is the victim here. He's still missing, and he is the one that needs to be found. Okay? And don't let anybody shut y'all up. I was threatened with a veil threat yesterday, and it's on my community page, in fact, after I did my live yesterday. And they're like, I can't believe that you are still speaking for these people and blah, 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 after all this, all this. Let me tell y'all something. One, I work for nobody. Two, I did not sign, I'm going to say it again, no NDA. Is that what it's called, an NDA? And two, nobody, I don't speak for anybody. I speak for myself. And then they said, well, I try to warn you, just like I've tried to tell the other person. I don't know if they were talking about Brittany J or who they were talking about, but they were like, I've tried to warn you, all of these things are being gathered up and there's going to be more lawsuits to come. Well, let me tell you something. You're going through, like I said, my email's there. Be man or woman enough to come tell me what in the hell you're talking about in my email, because I have no clue and I have no intention of stop trying to look for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers or put out his name and face. Okay? I've done nothing wrong and you don't scare me. Okay? Period. Nobody tells me what to say. Nobody tells me what to think. Nobody tells me who to like or don't like or whatever. And like I said, they must have missed the whole live yesterday because I was speaking to both parties. And I also, hell, I even congratulated the other party. I'm just like, use it wisely, So, don't know what you're talking about, honey. But anyway, don't come bail threaten me or try to intimidate me, because I don't intimidate easy. Sorry. Not sorry. Exactly. Yeah, it's not, nothing I do is against the law. So there's that. There's that. But anyway, if you have any information about Sebastian or him missing or anything like that, you know that you can call. Yeah, some women talk back. That's me. I'm some woman. You can call 1-800-TBI-FINE, or you can call 451-3838, or you can call you can call 1-833-TELL-DOG. You can call FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI, or that's 1-800-225-5324. All that still stands. Just make sure that you're still giving his name and his posters out, and showing his name and face and doing all the things, because we won't give up. We won't give up. It will be a good miracle, an Easter miracle, a real Good Friday if he was found today. And I really hope and pray that is the case. Just y'all be safe. Have a good Easter weekend. Enjoy your family. And remember, things can change in the blink of an eye. And prayers to everybody. Y'all have a great day. And thank you for your support. And thank you for spending time with me. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. And have a great day. Bye.